Welcome, right? Generations. This is what we're launching right now. Why? What does this mean, first of all? Generations. First of all, obviously any business or any kind of anything, you need a target audience of some sort. And I personally feel that the world it's in such shambles right now, um, that a lot of young people are going to be getting into the workforce or not even able to get into the workforce, and it's going to be really troublesome to make any money in the world today due to lack of jobs, due to things changing. And this is going to go on for another year or two for sure, right? A whole shift in energy, a whole shift in the world and how things work. And so definitely on a mission to help out the younger generation coming up. Some of you guys, for example, on this call right now, hence the Z. But we don't want to exclude anyone either, obviously. We don't want to be excluding anyone whatsoever. Chad's on the call, Brent's on the call. Love you guys, right? This isn't just about one particular person or anything. Generations is about breaking generational curses and building generational wealth. Breaking generational curses, meaning whatever's happened in the past lives, right? Parents. What's really cool about this business is that they didn't have this sort of opportunity to take advantage of. They didn't have something like this to take advantage of, to grow with, to learn from, the internet, to network, to make money from wherever they are. We technically have it really, really good, right? Can we all agree we all have it really, really good? We do have it really, really good. It just takes effort, it just takes sacrifice, and it just takes time to go out there and make shit happen. So with that being said, that's what's behind here. And Arvin came up with a lot of this design as well. And I think it's really, really cool. I think it's really, really cool because a lot of this astronomy, astrology, right, has taken place this year. A shift in the world, a shift in energy, higher frequency and vibrations coming about. So with that being said, guys, our vision to develop leaders, educate, enrich, and empower the lives of others. This is really, really important. This is how we kind of, set standards, give a big vision of what it is that we're here to do, right? Not just for yourself, but whoever you're enrolling to help do that, just that, to educate, to enrich, to empower other people. Because this isn't about Jason Brown making a lot of money a month, right? This isn't about Matt Rose or David Amiente making a lot of money a month. This is about the larger impact as a collective coming together and empowering more people. There's not a lot of opportunity out there where somebody from Nigeria can come along and say, I'm going to learn how to trade and make money. There's not a lot of people in Colombia or Mexico that have opportunity to come along and say, I'm going to make money in this area and just get to choose, unless they become content creators or whatever it is, right? This gives people opportunity to put food on the table, and that is massively incredible. So it just takes the choice, though. It takes the decision to go out there and do that. David Amiente, he talks about that all the time in his videos, in his speeches. It takes a decision to say, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And these are the steps I'm going to take on a day-to-day basis, on a month-to-month basis. These are the ranks I'm going to hit. This is how much money I'm going to have in my trading account, and make those goals. By the way, guys, people to listen to for chairman mentorship, for your vision, everything like that would be David, would be Alex Morton, would be Austin Ghazi, Cash Carrier, those people, okay? In terms of trading,
I'm trying to rebuild this tile lab.
Right? In terms of trading, somebody you'll be listening to would be Evan Gabral, for example. He talks a lot about mindset and goal setting, etc. And actually, at the bottom of one of these, I've got an audio called "The Strangest Secret" by Earl Nightingale. Okay, this link is here. This is what we should be listening to every single night, guys. The strangest secret by Earl Nightingale. Evan Gabral talks about it a lot. He talks about it a lot. Okay. Crucial, crucial, crucial. Why? Because it's reprogramming your mind to think abundantly. It's reprogramming your mind to say, this is what I need to do. This is what separates the ultra successful people from not being successful. And success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So what does a worthy ideal for you look like? Is it living in a small apartment wondering where your next pay is going to come from? Is it deciding not to go out because you can't afford the next meal going out? Or is it saying, I want an apartment on the 44th floor of wherever I want to be in the world because I choose to be there one day? Is that your vision? Is that a worthy ideal? Is it to be a lawyer? Is it to be a doctor? Is it to be the best network marketer in the industry? Is it to be an educator in the company, right? Is it to have an 8-9 figure trading account so that you can live that abundant life, so that you can take care of future generations for yourself and be able to pass that on to other people? What is the worthy ideal for you? Our goal is to help develop digital entrepreneurs and enrich their lives through personal development and financial abundance. Okay, we just talked about that. Breaking generational curses and building generational wealth. Create 100 chairmen. I feel like that'd be really, really cool. That's a great goal to hit. If we as a team, as an organization, can help develop other chairmen. Well, I mean, first we all got to become chairman ourselves. And then, and then we help other people go chairman. 100 chairmen, that's 500,000 people. That's 500,000 people a part of our organization. I don't know about you guys, but I don't plan on doing anything else for the rest of my life. I don't. This is plan A, and I'm sticking with plan A. Everything else is noise. Everything else is, okay? This may not be the most perfect industry, but I don't think there is a perfect industry. This is just a whole lot better. This is just a whole lot better. We can create multiple streams of income. We can pass on greatness to other people. And it comes around, guys, right? It comes around. Apps to download. This is crucial to launch, obviously. Apps to download. Your Telegram, right? We want to plug everybody into the private group chats that we've got. Generations, and then as you develop, you've enrolled 3 people under you, or you started to develop. You're starting to learn the skill sets. You want to really go hard in the business, right? We'll plug you into the Generations leadership group. Any other chat groups, guys? I hope you guys are all taking notes. We all taking notes, right? Any other chat groups that you can think of that your person should be in, right? Send them the link to it. Send them the link to it. I mean, I can't give examples right now because it's been a little bit, but Castrap, Matthew Ter's page, Eva Gabral's HFX page, whatever it is, send your people the links to those chats so that they don't miss out on that information and those messages coming up. TradingView, right? Obviously you want to download TradingView. Why do you want to download it as an app? Because when you set an alert on tradingview.com on your computer, and boom, a certain price gets hit in the market. If you're trading Euro USD and you're waiting for a certain price level to be hit, then boom, that alert is going to get sent to your phone as a notification. Cool. Zoom. Obviously, you want to download Zoom, computer and the phone. MetaTrader 4, that's pretty self-explanatory for people who are trading Forex or cryptocurrency with the DCX package, right? Establish your why. The reason why I did apps to download first kind of thing is to help welcome people in. We want to welcome people in as soon as they get started. We want to plug them into the group chats, and then we all want to flood the group with positivity, with welcome messages into the group for the new person enrolling. Why? Remember when you first got enrolled, right? You got a bunch of welcome messages. That probably felt, a little bit good. You felt like you're being welcomed to the community. That's important. We want that for people, right? We want people to feel welcome. So let's blow it up. And cheer. Establish your why. This is the most crucial thing. Guys. Why is this so important? Your why, your purpose as to why you do things is important because life happens. as we've seen in 2020, life happens. But what's going to help keep you in the game? What's going to help you stay driven to keep learning, to keep taking losses if that's what it takes for you to learn, right? What's going to keep you in the game, to hustle, to be able to fund your next account, to stay in the game? Because obviously with trading, there's potential, there's risk involved, right? There's potential, there's risk involved. And when there's risk involved, there's potential losses. And when there's potential losses, you're losing money. You don't want to do that. That's not the goal here. That's why we have all the tools and services that we have available for everybody, right? And that's why we build to trade. We build to trade so that you can, boom, fund your accounts. It's insurance against your losses. Build to trade, right? But establishing your why, this is so crucial, because you need something that's going to be, that you can become so emotionally involved with to help keep you going, so that you do not quit, so that you do not give up. So you decide, one day you might decide that it's not for you. And by the way, guys, if at any point you decide this isn't for you, then, I wish you the best of luck, right? But here's the thing. When you say, this isn't for me, I give up, blah, blah, then what else are you saying no to? What else are you walking away from? Think about it. Your why should be so powerful that it makes you cry, right? That it makes you cry a little bit. If I walked away and I said, I had enough, I can't do it, I'm not leveling up, I can't be consistent, I lost another account, blah, 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 and I was just like, enough is enough. What else am I going to do? What else are you going to do? Right? Or maybe there's an abundance of opportunity somewhere else, and that's great. That's fantastic. But I know for me, if I were to give up, I'd be saying, Mom, I gave up. I can't retire you next year. Mom, I gave up. I can't buy out the family cottage. Mom, I gave up. I don't know what's going to happen when you're 60 and retire, or can't retire. Right? You've got to get emotionally involved with your purpose, with your why, to keep you in the game for when things happen, for when life decides to slap you in the face, for when you second guess yourself, when you think this isn't for you, for when you think you can't do anything more. When there's already 400,000 people in this platform taking advantage and making money and developing and growing and going to become chairman one day. You got to decide if that's going to be for you or not, right? If you're going to be able to do that or not. You can do it, but your why, that's why your why is so important. And that's why it's got to be big enough. Your reason why will help motivate you when you don't feel like working. Think about the different reasons why you want to be successful and have a list. We always talk about having a list of different things you want, right? I've got a vision board here to look at every single morning and to go to bed and look at every single night. Little candle up here so I can meditate a little bit and visualize the future desires. Write those reasons down and look at them when you need motivation, right? Exactly what we just talked about. Print pictures of everything you need to be and needs to be big. Your reasons, your desires need to be big. More than money. So impactful and a tremendous driving force that wakes you up in the morning or even cry, or even makes you cry. Yeah, tear up a little bit. And if it's not that big, then you're not thinking big enough, right? Do I have permission to help you accountable? So when we do a bunch of separate calls together, when I go on a call with Irfan again, when I go on a call with Harmon later or tomorrow, when I go on a call with Chad again this week sometime, Arvin, good to see you. I just flipped to you. Actually, Jose Grant, right? When we do separate calls again this week together, I'm going to ask you, do I have your permission? Or I can ask all you guys right now. Do I have your permission, guys, to help hold you accountable? I gotta re-know your whys. I gotta re-know what your whys and purposes are. So when I find those out again from you guys, because it changes, right? It's gonna change, every few months, every year maybe. So I gotta refine those out from you guys. I'm gonna ask you, do I have permission to hold you accountable? And that's what you want to ask the people that you enroll? Do I have permission to hold you accountable towards your goals? Do I have permission to remind you why you're in this business? Right? Accountability, so crucial. I'm going to be holding you guys so freaking accountable together, because otherwise, we go astray. We go this, this comes up, this comes up, this comes up. The thing is, something's always going to come up. Something's always going to come up. You're never ever going to have money unless you do something about it. You're never ever going to be, at peace unless you do something about it. You're never ever going to have time unless you create that time freedom. Decide what you want. 6 essentials. Tools to build your empire. 2 notebooks, 1 for trading, 1 for personal development. Blue pens, calendar, whiteboards, visuals. We already talked about all that. And your goal card. This is so crucial, guys. Take a picture of this if you want, right? You want to talk and act as if you already have the things in your possession. You want to act that way. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have in my possession this amount of money by this date, and read this every single morning, every night. Because what you focus on grows. You got to give yourself direction. Your mind, right, has something called the reticular activating system. Okay, it's basically a GPS to tell you where to go. You think about teachers, they say, do this, do that, do this, do that. And then you go do this, do that, do that, do that, do that. Otherwise, you don't get good marks. And otherwise, you do not pass. And otherwise, you do not go on to the next grade. Or you don't graduate from college. This is the same thing. This is the same thing. You don't give yourself a date. You don't give yourself direction. Nothing's going to happen. Right? Because if you don't give yourself direction, somebody else is going to do it for you. Somebody else is going to do it for you. So give yourself direction. Your mind's a GPS. It knows where to go as long as you have visuals, things that you want. Goal setting. Properly setting goals. Now, I don't have the whole SMART thing in here, but we all know SMART goals, right? You can look it up on Google. It's very, very simple. It's specific, measurable. Oh my gosh, somebody type in the A for me, please. Anybody got the A? What's the A? Attainable? Is it attainable? Is it realistic? And realistic does not mean, thank you, Chad. Realistic does not mean, think a certain way, think a little bit smaller so that you can for sure hit that goal. That's not what realistic means, right? That's not what realistic means. You got to think big, but think realistic at the same time. So can I go chairman? Can I go chairman this year? Yes. It's realistic for me to say I can go chairman this year if I put in the time and the effort and the consistency in this.
And also SMART, I typed in chat, is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely.
Perfect. Thank you. Timely, right, guys? Timely is the last one, obviously. Give your goal a date, because without a date, right, a goal is a fantasy. It's a fantasy. It's not there anymore. Okay, so why do some people fail and some people succeed? It is because of goals. Anything that can be tracked can grow. Anything that you can track can grow, right? So going forward, I made a goal, right? Contact the 20 new people every single day. Contact 20 new people every single day. And for the last 3 days, I've actually done it. For the last 3 days, I've actually done it. So I'm talking with people right now. A few people are starting to reply since it's after the new year, and we'll see what happens. So, okay. Short term. And by the way, guys, this isn't, like I say this every call, right? A lot of this information is not just coming from me. It's coming from Nick. It's coming from Matt Rosa. It's coming from other leaders who have already done this multiple times over in the company and have taught other people how to do this in the company. So, right, this isn't just me. This is me passing on information that I've learned. This is me collecting notes from different places, putting it here so that we all have access to it, and so that we continue to teach others to teach others. That's the whole point. So 30 to 90 days, helps to see how far we've come and how far we have to go, right? So even if, whether it's your trading account or whether it's a rank, doesn't matter. Same thing. Even if you do not hit your goal, that's okay. And that's where a lot of people, get upset, or they become depressed, or they have anxiety from not hitting or achieve their goal. Well, just because you haven't hit your goal, right? At least look back and say, I've done this amount of work and I've made it to here. I've hit this rank. I have this much profit. I've hit this much percentage of my account, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? And be thankful for that. Okay. I know for me personally, one of the reasons why I haven't really gone out there and excelled, gone out there and really, really hit it, is because I wasn't thankful for the job that I already had. I wasn't. I was tired of listening to someone else. I was tired of the day-to-day thing. I was tired of the habitual behavior. I was tired of clocking in, clocking out, and I wasn't thankful for the job. Be thankful for the people. Be thankful for whatever you got, a roof over your head, whatever you got. Long-term goals, 12 to 24 months, 12 to 24 months. I want to say this right quick. And yeah, this might take a little bit of time, guys, to be honest. This might take a little bit of time. Why? Because that's how important the information is. We're almost halfway through. There we go. 90 days, guys, is so crucial, because there's a saying, it takes 21 days to create a habit, but 90 days to create a lifestyle, right? So for an entire week, if I say I want to wake up at 5 a.m. every day and I do that for a week, great. But what happens on the second week? What happens on the third week? Am I still doing it, or am I falling off the bandwagon? Are my goals being subtracted from me, right? Am I continuing to move closer to my goals, or am I continuing to move further away? Where's the mindset at? But 90 days, it's the 90-day period that says I'm gonna go all in for these 90 days. It's gonna help create the lifestyle that I want. I'm gonna hit these goals, etc. That's why it's so important. Long term, 12 to 24 months. 12 to 24 months, 1 to 2 years, creates depth. I believe the word was division. Depth division. I got to look that one up again, but creates depth division. So what that means is, most animals, they don't have a lot of perception or different faculties like we do, such as memory or all the things that Bob Proctor talks about, right? We can think in the future. We can think and visualize and imagine what our life could be like. We can imagine the car that we're going to be driving in the future. We can imagine the type of house that we're going to be living in the future, the lake house, the whatever you want. For me, it's lake house. That's why I always say that. Right? I already know it's going to happen. The car, the truck, the whatever. What does that feel like? And live in that future. Jeff Bezos talks about that. And I bet you he's got connections in different places, right? And if you listen to the audio of Kevin Trudeau, your wish is your command, gets talked a lot about too. I'm not going to go into it on this call, but look it up. It talks about a lot. But putting yourself in the future tense as if you have it now. Acting as if. Putting yourself there already mentally creates that reality in the physical form, eventually, right? I say, give this 3 to 6 months first, okay? We got to give this platform, we got to give trading 3 to 6 months. Be straight up with people when you're first enrolling them. Be straight up with yourself, okay? We've been going to school for a certain amount of years. We've been listening to the same information for a certain amount of years and being taught certain things. Some of it might be good, but a lot of it's not really useful for future generations, for future self, right? I don't know when I've done a quantum something formula, whatever. I don't even know what that is, right? I don't even, you know what I mean? So what I mean by that is we got to go through a certain amount of programming. We got to reprogram our minds to think abundantly. Everybody's thinking in scarcity. Right now, everybody's thinking about scarcity. because of job loss and everything else. Nobody's thinking about creating opportunity. Well, you got a problem? This is the solution. But give this 3 to 6 months. Give it 3 to 6 months. Microwave based versus oven based, right? That's the analogy that you can give to someone when first coming in. A lot of people, they want to start making money right away. We all do, right? But is that really going to happen? Hopefully, anybody can come in, finish the academy, take this seriously, follow a disciplined trading plan, and kill it. People do it now. People do it every day. But is everybody going to do it? No. That's why there's the divide between the 90% and the top 10%, right? It just is what it is. It takes a little bit longer for people. For me, I gotta learn things 5 different times before I get it, before it clicks, before I learn, before I progress. That's just the way I am. I'm okay with that. I can take my time. It is what it is. Learn the lessons, move on. And that's the difference. A lot of people are expecting microwave results. This ain't no, success is not microwavable. Success is slow cooked oven based, right? You don't want fake, artificial, rubbery chicken where the microwave takes all the nutrients out of your broccoli. No. We got to savor the nutrients. We got to savor the abundance. We got to, take the time to imagine, redevelop our brains and expand, think in expansion and not limit ourselves like Irfan caught me, right? Oven-based, success is oven-based, guys. Financial-based goals, money, yes, but what's more than money? What do you do with the money? And being able to give back, right? Money to quit your job. Like, what is your first goal? Guys, this is pretty crucial. What is your first goal going to be? If you're receiving a little bit of value right now, if you're receiving a little bit of a mental shift right now, give me an 1111 in the chat. Guys, we got 11 people on the call right now. Give me 1111 in the chat if you guys are receiving value, if you guys are expanding your mind just a little bit. If you're learning something. 1111. 1111. Cool. Harmon, Irfan, Omid. Awesome. So with that being, a couple more people. Jose, Brent. Awesome. We got some ones in there. More than money. Just like your why and your purpose, it should be more than money. I'm going to have my possession, right? $30 million by the year 2030. This is the decade challenge for me. What is the decade challenge going to be for you? Decade challenge. Give yourself a goal. Give yourself a date. But what am I going to do with that money? I'm going to be able to retire my mother. I'm going to be able to own our cottage. I'm going to be able to afford a second home, right? Whatever. I'm going to be able to give back. I'm going to be able to play Secret Santa. I want to be able to play Secret Santa. I want to be able to help people and families in need who need to put food on their table. That's part of fulfillment. Giving back your community, feeding families, educate, inspire. Okay? But you can't, fulfillment goals. Matt Rosa talked about this, having fulfillment goals. Because once you have all the stuff and once you have all the materialistic items, once you have all the money, are you going to be happy? Most people are not. That's way too small for 9 years from now. Way too small. Okay. 300 million. I'll say 300 million. But it's important to take the time with your new person, right? If I didn't take the time to help Arvin learn what to do and some skill sets and etc., he may not have still been here this long. Right? If I hadn't taken the calls from Chad or helped Chad with learning and charts a little bit and whatever else that we've done and listen to him together, right? Chad may not have stuck around for so long, right? Take the time with your people so that they want to stay with you to continue learning and developing and growing and having faith in the process. Right? We all have faith in the process here. So take the 1 or 2 hours to do it. Instagram. This is so crucial. A lot of people talk about this in particular is making your first IG post to document your major business launch. Okay. And I have in here working on a new project, because you want to be the trailer to the movie. You want to be the trailer to the movie. You don't want to be, talking about everything that the platform has to offer in one post. You don't want to be talking about everything and all, right, in just a few stories. You want to be continually to peak interest. But when you first start, like right now, you could do it, right? Right now, you could make a post on your Instagram and say, today is the day. My organization and my team and I are launching something new, brand new project, and it's gonna be big. And I'm incredibly excited to help to create time and financial freedom. And that's all you got to say. You don't have to go into trading. You don't have to go into your future plans. You don't have to go into making money. You don't have to go to anything. You can keep it really, really simple so that you peak interest. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. You want to keep it really, really simple so that you're the trailer to the movie, and you're simply letting people know, I'm working on a new project. I'm very, very excited for it, and I'm looking forward to connecting new and other awesome individuals. I'm looking forward to creating abundance in my life. I'm looking forward to creating time and financial freedom. I'm looking forward to being able to work from anywhere in the world that I want to, from the palm of my hand, when I want to, right? So I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, familia. That's documenting your first day, and continue to post on your stories. Okay. Now there's different opinions, of course, about it. A lot of leaders come on and they talk about posting, 15 to 20 times a day. I actually do think that's a little much. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert yet. But I think 10 to 12 would suffice. I think 10 to 12 stories a day would suffice. Start documenting who you are, guys. Jerome, Chairman 10 from Toronto here, right? Who's going to be Chairman 25 soon, I imagine. He talked about it today on the call. Be you. Show who you are. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to tell your story. Right? That's why, in December, I started getting a little bit more open. Personally, I started being a little bit more, I screwed all this up. And you know what? Now we can continue forward, right? It is what it is. You can come back better and stronger, right? But don't be afraid to tell your story. Don't be afraid to tell where you're from. Don't be afraid to say where you come from. Don't be afraid to tell who you are, because that's what separates you from the whole world. Let's start telling our story together. Let's start giving some value here and there, because otherwise, the world's shifting from the people in front of the camera versus just watching. And there's another saying, right? During this time right now, millionaires will be created, billionaires will be created, and the people who wonder what the hell happened. Platinum 150 in 7 days. That's definitely the ultimate goal we want to see you guys achieve going forward. What day is it? Saturday? Is today Saturday? Today's Saturday, right? Today is Saturday. So by next Monday night, right? When the back office loads up and it says, you're 2 and free, or you're P150, right? Is it going to say that? Is it going to say that in your back office? Is it going to say that in your im.academy? Right? Or is it not? Step 1, as soon as you enroll someone or for yourself right now, who can we talk to right now? Who can we get on the phone with right now? Who can we share this information with right now? Why? When somebody first joins, when somebody first gets started, they're going to be the most excited. They're going to feel the best. They haven't failed yet. Nobody's told them no yet. They haven't thought about it twice or 3 times yet. They just got started and they're excited to start making money. So who can we get on the phone right now to share this information with? That's the best thing you can do, guys. Cash Carrier talks about this. Austin Godsey talks about this. All top leaders talk about this. Crucial. Because success likes speed. Success loves speed, right? Creating urgency. Do I want to make $10,000 today, or do I want to make $10,000 tomorrow? That's what you got to ask yourself. And when I first got started, that was one of the things that was, or not when I first got started, but after like one of the calls I remember back in the day, that's what one of the guys said. He said, do you want to make $10,000 today, or do you want to make $10,000 tomorrow, right? But when you forget, when you don't have your why around you, when you don't have your purpose, when you don't have goals written down, you forget. And there's another saying, right? Everybody's got friends to go out and drink and pop bottles with, but you don't got friends, you don't got connections to build a business with. Something to think about. Because if nothing changes, right? Change the people. You can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you. Whew. This is some lit stuff, guys. This is some lit stuff right now. I think I'm transmuting. You guys with me, guys? Give me 1111 in the chat if you're still with me, familia. Oh man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for all of us. I'm so excited for all you. I'm so excited for this organization. I'm so excited for this team. I'm so excited. I'm about to tear up right now. I'm about to tear up right now. That's how excited and fulfilled I am right now. Anyway, do you know someone else who has had experience in network marketing? Couple different steps. There's a couple different things that we can go over that we can listen to. Number one, that's always been recommended, obviously, is Go Pro by Eric Worre. If you do not have the book yet, I do highly recommend it, obviously, because Nick Gomez suggests it. All the top leaders suggest it, right? And it's super, super simple, breaking down the steps in creating your list, creating your why, creating your purpose, being able to follow up with prospects and everybody that you're talking to, friends, family, acquaintances, etc. The other method that we have coming on is the Quick Start Method audio that we're going to be hopefully starting soon. I'm trying to get my account and link back that Chad's going to help me out with soon, which is a whole nother system to help network marketers learn, develop, grow, and pass on a system to the next people as well to make things a lot easier. So home events. Obviously right now during this time, it's a struggle to do any kind of home event. It's a struggle to get people together and that sort of thing. And maybe, you're not for that. Maybe you don't want that for yourself. And that's your own precaution. That's your own take, right? Obviously you don't want to risk. And anyway, we're not going to talk about that. But home events in general, home events are very, very crucial. Who can we get over right now? Who can you get in your living room right now to help share this information with? Who can you get in person with? What kind of events can we take place? Can we come together for right now? But home events is a whole other topic that we'll go over on another call going forward. When the time comes. And then step number 4 is the PS3 system. The PS3 system, which we're going to look at, right? Next is the list, guys. Next is the list. Okay. We're over halfway through, guys. We are over halfway through. I know this is kind of long, but I want to make sure we all get the information. I want to make sure we're all on the same page together. I want to make sure, right, we got the right frame of mind going forward and that sort of thing. The list is your treasure map, guys. The list is your treasure map. And the reason why we're calling it that, right, is because why? You got to give yourself direction, right? If you're not reminding yourself of who you are, somebody else is doing it for you. If you don't remind yourself where you're going, what you want in life, somebody else is doing it for you. Right? Jim Rohn talks about this a lot. If you don't have a plan for your financials, like anything could happen over the next few years, right? If you don't have a plan for your health, if you don't have a plan for your career, if you don't have a plan for your family, if you don't have a plan for when you die, then what? You're leaving it up to chance. We don't want to leave things up to chance. We want to build this treasure map up. What does your list look like? And then taprooting. Cash Kittier has a YouTube video that I recommend everybody watching, right? And maybe we'll go over on another call too, is taprooting, the art of taprooting. You know, if somebody's not interested in being enrolled, if somebody's not interested in the business, that's cool. No worries, man. Listen, I was just wondering who you knew. Do you know anybody who's sharp, driven, smart, that might want to make some part-time income right now, that might be in need right now? Slash, you know, $1 million opportunity. But I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time right now. I actually got to hop on a call with my millionaire mentor. But listen, who do you know? Who do you know, man? Because I'm looking to partner up with some driven, abundant people. Not the negative like yourself. No, just kidding. Okay. Ultimately, create a list of 100 to 300 people. There's actually another saying about a lot of the top people in the industry right now that I'm not going to name, but they say 50 to 100 people to be an amateur, right? 300 to 500 people to be a professional in network marketing. Obviously, that's a lot. And we don't want to be a lot all at first. We don't want to be over, you know what I'm saying? Intimidating. You don't want to be intimidating all at once at first. Otherwise, people are just going to think that they can't do it, right? People are going to think they can't do it. You can do it. It's just, you know, takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, a little bit of learning, right? So how do we make this really, really simple, guys? Make 3 lists of 5 people. I'm getting this from Matt Rosa right now. 3 lists of 5 people. List number 1 is 5 of your closest people. Ladies, we don't have any ladies on the call right now. Nope, we don't. That I know of. Anyways, that I know of. My bad. You know, it's a different world that we're living in. Right, but you got, for the ladies, right? This is for the people that you enroll too. For the ladies, these are your SOS friends. Right? Remind them. What if you're on a date? These are your SOS friends, right? If they're on a date with someone and they're like, oh, this date's going terrible, I hate this. So they're going to text their best friend. They're going to say, help me get out of this date. Right? They're going to text their friend, help me get out of this date. You know, call me or something so that I can leave this table. For the ladies, those are the top 5 people. Who are those people? For the gentlemen, they're your flat tire friends. You're on a date and you know, you're driving in the middle of the mountain somewhere. You just took your fine girl out for dinner and treated her well. And now you're on your way home, or you're on your way to a rented cottage or whatever you're doing, right? And you get a flat tire. It's late at night, 3 a.m. in the morning. You know, you can't get a hold of CEA, or you don't have coverage for CEA, or you spent all the last money that you had on this date. What friends do you call? What friends do you call up to ask for help? Those are your top 5 friends. And that's how you explain this to the people that you enroll. Yes or yes? Give me a yes or yes in the chat. Give me a yes or yes in the chat, familia. All right. List number 2 is acquaintances, coworkers, people that you connect with frequently online. Maybe you don't see them much in person. Maybe you don't really know who they are, but maybe you connect and comment on other people's posts, or you know, they just followed you and you build up a conversation. You're building up a rapport with people. Coworkers, maybe people that you kind of know, but kind of don't know. People that you connect with at restaurants, Ubers. These are our acquaintances, people that you kind of know, right? That's your next list of 5 people. Who's the next 5 people that you know that you could possibly get in contact, that you could possibly message right now? Restaurants, for example, anybody that you're going out there, right? In normal present times, when we go out somewhere, we meet an average of 7 people, apparently, at one time. I didn't know that. Of an average of 7 people going out somewhere. Okay, restaurants, Ubers, somebody on a bus, maybe you bump into, walking downtown Toronto. I don't know. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anybody that provides a great service is probably going to be somebody that's going to be an asset in your business. Probably somebody that you might want to work with. Probably somebody that you could get along with. So boom, that was great service, man. You'd be really good at what I do. You'd be really good at what I do. Do you do this job just to pay your bills? If I may ask, right? Do you do this job just to pay your bills, or are you really passionate about this? 9 out of 10 times, right? They're going to say, I got this to pay the bills. Really good service, right? So you can ask them straight up, or compliment them first, right? I always say this, right? Compliment them first. That was really great service. Holy, you'd be really good at what I do, right? You'd be really good at what I do. Do you do this? If I may ask, do you do this just to pay the bills, or are you really passionate about this? Well, if I could show you a way to make part-time money while full-time at your job, would you want to learn how? Right? Would you want to start learning how to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month? Would you want to learn how to do that? If I were to show you a way that you could do that, would you be interested? You're not explaining Forex. You're not explaining trading. You're not saying opportunity. Say, if I could show you a way to make some part-time cash, a little bit extra, if I were to show you a way, and maybe it could lead to full-time income or even more than that. If I could show you a way of how to do that, of how you can, work or have more time for your passions, have more time for other interests, would you be interested in learning more about it? Then boom, you get their phone number, you get their Instagram, you get their contact, whatever it may be. List number 3 is potential people, your active recruiting list, okay? And I think I gotta learn how to do a hyperlink here or whatever, but I forget how to do that. But an active recruiting list, okay? Alex Morgan talks about this in his video called Rita. Talks a lot about what I just talked about right here with the service thing and talking to people in person. Recruiting is the answer. Something else I want to talk about, guys. If you got problems, Rita. Recruiting is the answer. If you don't have money, Rita. If you don't know what you're doing, Rita. If you don't, well, first ask questions. If you got money problems, build the business. If you've got debt, build the business. If you don't know what you're doing next year, build the business. If you need to meet more people, maybe you can take advantage of other things like discounts somewhere, like free rides somewhere, like whatever. I don't know. But the benefit of network marketing is that you meet a lot of people. Okay.
Honestly, like if you have issues and stuff, as Wolf of Wall Street, in the movie says, if you want, I have the video ready. Should I play it? It has curses in it. Should I play
Have it?
Huh? I have it, yeah.
You have it? Play it.
Okay.
Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a fucking worthless loser? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems
with making money. Sheesh. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for that. That was on point. That was on point, right? So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Now remember, money's on a high vibration and frequency. So if you're feeling down, low, crappy, move. Your body needs to be moving. Scotty Huss, Cash Cartier, Matt Rosa, these top chairmen in the company, they have trampolines on their balconies in Miami for a reason. You're tired? No. You're not tired. You're just not talking to yourself properly. Trick your brain. I'm not tired. I'm full of energy. I got lots of energy right now. Before this call, I was so ready to go to bed. And then I was like, wait a minute. I got a team to take care of. So let's rock this thing. And I hope I have so far. I feel like I have. So I'm feeling good. And I got lots of energy. Whew. PS3. Jump up and down. Jump up and down was the point there. Move. Get active. Go to the gym. Go for a walk. Skip. The simple 3-step system to building your business is the PS3 system, guys. It's super, super simple. Number 1 is the peak interest. We already talked about this. Stories on your Instagram, stories on social media, letting a friend know about something new, a new product. We went 3-0 today. We went 3-1 tonight. Bitcoin just went up another $1,000, $2,000 like it did today, right? Holy. Okay. I'm not going to get into my investment or anything like that because it's not a lot, but it's an okay chunk of change, right? And that sort of thing. Ethereum broke $700. Yes, USD. I have one Ethereum as well. So, stuff is going well. But if you don't have the information, right? Nothing's going to change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Number 1. And access to information changes situations. Number 2, take advantage. But let people know that. Let people know that too. And don't answer any questions. People are going to have questions and people are going to be wondering what the heck it is you got going on. People are going to be wondering what the heck it is. People are going to be wondering what they can do or more information or after doing my research. You don't need to answer any questions. That's not what you're there for. You are in a hurry because you are working on your goals. You are working on your first $1 million. You are working for yourself too. And you just got started and don't have all the information. You just got started and you're learning. But let me get you in front of the people that do have the information. Let me get you in front of the people that it is making. And I don't know what kind of example I've led so far. And I kind of do, but I kind of don't. And but I know for the example that I'm going to be leading going forward right now, acting right now as if is going to be better. So my point there is people only know you for who you are. They don't know you for where you're going. I hope you write that down. People only know you for who you are right now. They don't know you for where you're going. So when you present to someone some information, they're like, dude, you've been struggling with money for so long. How are you going to show me how to make money? Right? That's the point of the 3-way call. That's the point of the video. Because you're not teaching them how to make money, right? We're not teaching anyone how to make money. We take a couple trades at night to have fun, to learn a new strategy. Is it going to work? Yes, it's going to work. But that's not our job at the end of the day. That's the platform's job. That's the actual 6, 7, even 8-figure earners on the platform's job, right? That's called leverage. Leverage the system, leverage the site, leverage the educators. That's important. I don't go out to buy a house and have $500,000 in my pocket to buy a house. That's not how real estate works. That's not how it works, right? You got to get a loan. You got to get a mortgage from a bank, from whoever. You're using leverage for that money to get that money to be able to purchase that house, right? So same thing. You're calling your upline. You're calling Arvin. You're calling me. I'm calling Nick, right? And we're using leverage to help share the information. Sharing the plan is number 2, right? PS3, sharing the plan is a 10-minute video. Link is right here, or a home event or Zoom call, right? Oh man, I'm super excited. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Three-way call. That's the third step. Three-way call with your mentor, etc. Now I realize there's a lot of words on here, but the point of this whole thing right now is not just a slideshow. It's not just, a PowerPoint. This is information for your new person to get started correctly. This is information for yourself to reflect on, to make sure you know what you're doing going forward. So I hope it makes sense, family. How to invite. How to invite. You want to be the trailer of the movie? We already talked about that. Step number 1. There's different things. Sometimes there's 7 steps. Sometimes there's 4 steps. Whatever. A lot of this is going to be review right now. But this is for you. This is for the people that you enroll. Be excited and busy. You want to be excited? Right? Because if I call you and I'm like, hey, man, got this opportunity. Or hey, man, I'm starting to learn something new. And, they ain't going to care what you have to say at that point. They say, hey, man, listen, I don't have a lot of time right now. Like, who are you with? Who are you with? I got to talk to you right quick. Do you have a minute? Grab their attention. I got the cure to poverty. Do you have a minute? Cure to poverty? What? What the do you mean? Right? And you got to be busy because you're on a mission. You're on a journey for yourself. You're crushing goals. It's a new year, baby. You're crushing goals. You're being abundant. You got stuff to do. You got calls to be on. You're learning new information. You're busy because you don't have time to answer their questions, right? And you don't have all the information. We got to get them to the call. Step number 2 is clearing their schedule, making sure that they're available for a specific time. If they're not available for a specific time, have a backup time, either the second time of the day where there's an op call, or which don't be afraid to put people on Miami's calls, right? Do not be afraid to put people on Miami's calls. If I post those calls in the chat and it says Forex informational call, it says op call, those are the calls, those are the links to send to your prospects, send to your people. Say, hey man, are you available at 8 p.m. or 9:30? Are you available like this week at 6 p.m. and 10 p.m., for example, right? Are you available at 6 p.m. or are you available at 10 p.m.? Okay. I'm not going to do op calls this week. I don't need to. We're leveraging a system this week. Do I want to do them? Yeah, I want to do them, but I'm not going to do them, right? If you guys were on with Miami last night, right? Miami's team is doing 2 calls all this week, 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. Leveraging the system. This is how we create time and financial freedom. Complement and add value. Do not say Forex. Do not say business. Do not say opportunity. And take pride in the fact that this is private, and you need to know someone that's already in the business to get involved. Take pride in the fact that this is private, and you need to know someone in the business to get involved, right? You need a referral link. You need a referral name, a person to be able to join. Stress and urgency. I've got 2 spots for the call tonight. It's private. I got 2 tickets to the event tonight. And I wanted to give it to you. I wanted to call you and let you know about this. I wanted to call you and pass this on to you, my man. I feel like you could be good at this. But I've only got 2 spots. And these calls don't happen very often. So I need to know that you can make it 100% or what have you, right? Or I've got a list of 100 different people that I'm about to share this value with, and I'm going to share this information with. Can you make it on yes or yes? Can you make it on 100%? If there's rejection, if there's questions, right? That's exactly what you say. I've got a list of 100 other people that I'm about to share this to, but I wanted to share this with you first. I thought about you first. People won't care until they know that you care. People will not care until they know that you care, right? So because of that, you want to let them know, I thought about you first. I want to share this with you. I need to know 100% that you can make it on. They still asking questions. They want more information. Man, it's like giving a haircut over the phone. It's more visual. Like you got to see it. That's the point of the call. That's why we do that's why we do Zoom calls. It's 20, we're leaving 2020. We're going into 2021. Nobody's going anywhere. Zoom's become a big thing. Everybody knows about Zoom now. Okay. And chances are you won't even have to tell them to download it. They already have it. We've got it easy. By the way, guys, IM is creating their own video chat right now. They're creating their own video chat. So within IM, we're not even going to need Zoom after this. They're going to create calls and access so that calls can have 1 million people on at one time. That's exciting, right? They're updating everything. They're bringing new things to us, including stock trading, which is whatever. I don't know. I'd rather trade a $7 trillion market than a $26 billion market. But hey, money is money, right? Double confirm. I'm counting on you. I already told my mentor about you. Can you make it 100%? And like I said, remind them to download Zoom, have it downloaded, and you'll send the link closer to the time. Write this down, guys. I didn't type this up on here. It's a lot of information, right? Write this down. You want to follow up. After you invite someone to the call, you want to make sure that they're going to be there. You want to make sure that they're going to be present. So the next day, things happen. Things will happen that night. Things will happen that morning. Their child, they got called into work. Oh, they got to get groceries. They forgot they had to pick their nose. Whatever. Life happens, right? So you want to connect with them again the next day, midday, 11, 12, 1 p.m. Hey, man, we're still good for the call tonight, right? Yes or yes? Great. I'll send you the link later on tonight, closer to the time. Boom. The call's at 9:30. Send them the link at 8:30. Hey, man, just letting you know, this is the link for tonight. Can't wait to see you on. I'm very, very excited, etc. I got the compensation plan right here so that it gets in, it reminds you of yourself, of your goals. You can have that conversation with the person when they get enrolled, right? These are the ranks. Remember, we build a trade. It creates insurance for potential losses. We're not here to lose. We've got a game plan in place. We're going to help you make profits. But it's a lot easier to do, right? Have that conversation with the person. Not everybody's going to want to do this. Not everybody's going to want to be pressured in. We're not pressuring anyone to do anything, right? However, remind them that it creates a lot less pressure to make money if you've got a weekly check coming in. If you got a weekly check coming in, you know that that's coming in. It takes a whole lot of pressure off of you when you're trying to trade and make money. First 30 days. Okay, so that was a lot about business. That was a lot about mindset, obviously. Well, we got the first 30 days for when people get started with their trading career, with learning this new information. What is the first 30 days going to look like? First of all, this launch needs to happen within the 24 hours that someone signs up. I mean, they say 24 to 48. But as soon as somebody joins, you want it to be right then and there, right? Make sure there's time, right? If this is going to be a business, if this is going to pay you out 6 figures a year, 7 figures a year one day, treat it as such. Treat it like that. Give this business the time it deserves. Give yourself the time that it deserves, right? Because this is how it works for the first little bit. You're going to work, get paid, work, get paid, until eventually you work, get paid, work, get paid, work, get paid, until you work, get paid, work, get paid, get paid. That's why this stuff is crucial, right? So your first 30 days, finishing all the videos. That's one of the goals, right? Finish all the videos of the academy and take notes. You might want to watch twice. Hopefully, if people are really in, people really want to learn and develop and grow, they're going to finish the academy within the first 7 days. And then, within 30 days, they've watched it a second time. Getting familiar with im.center. Obviously, sometimes the site takes a little bit longer for them to get. But by the time you go through this sort of a launch, right, an hour goes by, then boom, by that time their site will probably be up and running. You can take them through im.center, go live, go through the products that are offered, right? If they sign up with FRX, boom, Let them know about bounce back. Oh, I meant to put that in here. Did I put that in here? I don't know. There's a number of different products, right? But let them know about bounce back and how cool that is, and how you can learn how to trade with the banks, because that's really the only way you're going to win anyways. That's why you can't look up on Google and YouTube on how to trade, because they don't teach you how to trade with the banks. MT4, take them through the MT4 app, right? If they sign up with FRX or DCX, take them through the app. Make sure they've got a demo account set up. Make sure they know how to take signals, trades, the harmonic scanner, etc. If they sign up with HFX, boom, take them through the binary platform. Let them know a little bit about what it's like. Let them know about TradingView.com, right? Help them sign up, get started with TradingView.com and an account. Jose, I think we might still have to do that together. I'm not sure. Going through TradingView.com, creating an account, helping plant out the chart, helping set up a little bit, right? Put the Bollinger Bands on, put the stochastic RSI on. If you don't know what those things are yet, look at Evan Cabral's Go Live on the favorite sections and learn what those things are. Okay. FRX versus HFX and charts. End of the 30 days, depending on progress, right? Or sooner, hopefully sooner, right? If people are really in, people really want to take action in their life, you want to help them create a schedule. What educators are you going to watch on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis? What times of the day are you going to watch them, right? When are you going to fit it in? Or if you're recommending certain educators, what times are they going to be able to sit down and watch and learn, right? If Jose's working a lot, I can barely reach this guy. No, just kidding. He's messaging me. He's good, right? But he's working a lot. He's working right now. He's cooking and whatever, right? Maybe he wants to watch a particular session, but he can't. So he has to watch the recording later. What time are you going to set out of the day to watch the session? Right? I hope that makes sense. Creating a schedule with them. Team calls, let them know about the team calls, what times of the day, those kind of take place, whether it's with the Miami team or with us, right? Creating goals in terms of profits and percentages. That'll obviously, come with time. It's not going to happen right away, but the trading plan, boom. Check this out, guys. I've made this so easy for all of us. I made this so easy for a new person coming in just to get started, on the right track to success. Trading plans. Number one, Forex is all right here. Everything you need to know is basically right here. The brief description. They're going to get a trading plan. They're going to learn about trading plans, watching from educators, going through the academy. But goal usually is to make 2 to 5% per day, depending on how you trade. Right? If you trade with Luke Longmire, they go for 5% a day. If you trade with Eva Cabral, a little bit more conservative, you might go for 2 to 3% a day or 5%, 10% a week, right? But basically, a good goal, guys, just so you're aware, with trading regular MT4, with trading that way, 20% gain per month is huge. If you can do that consistently, you would be considered a profitable, successful trader, guys. 20% a month. There's no other investment that gives you more than 20% a month, except for Bitcoin. Except for Bitcoin right now. Right? I think I'm like up 14% on the week. But anyways, no other investment gives you more than that. Okay? So if you're making 20% a month, that's huge. That usually doesn't come consistently until after a year of trading and learning, you could say. But for most people, right? Everybody's different. Risking 1 to 3% per trade, 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Okay, that's like risking 20 pips to make 60, or you could say risking $50 to make $150, for example. Risking $500 to make $1,500 or more, right? 1 to 3 risk to reward minimum. This allows us to lose 60% of our trades and still be a profitable trader. There's a saying, guys, say this to yourself every single day: 50 pips a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. 50 pips a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. And the reason for that is Well, if you're using a 0.1 lot, well, I mean, that would make you about $50. But if you use a 0.2 lot, that would pay you $100, right? 0.2, that'd usually be if you had somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 in your account, you'd be using 0.2 lot sizes safely. Okay. This is an example. Euro USD 0.1 lot size. That's $1 per pip. Stop loss, the sell position, let's say you're risking 20 pips and your take profit is 60 pips. That's like risking $20 to make 60 or $200 to make $600, right? It's like that. 0.01 per $100 account. And I got this here, whether it's $100 or $100,000, treat it like a professional and get paid like a professional. If you go in guessing, if you go in thinking you know everything, if you go in not doing the economy, if you go in, just because you want to try. Oh, you might win your first couple positions. There's something called beginner's luck. That's a thing. I experienced it myself, beginner's luck. But if you do not treat it like a professional, if you don't treat it like a second job, if you do not manage your money well, actually look this up, attitudes of wealth. Look that up on Google Images, attitudes of wealth. I am an excellent money manager. I always pay myself first. I put my money into my financial freedom account every day. My money works hard for me and makes me more money. I earn enough passive income to pay for my desired lifestyle. I am financially free. I work because I choose to, not because I have to, right? You're speaking those kind of things into existence. My part-time business is managing and investing my money and creating passive income streams. So I hope that makes sense for everybody going forward, right? That's why it's crucial to treat this accordingly. Trading plan. I got binary options here and crypto DCX to help everybody out, you guys and everybody new getting started as well, okay? Risking 5% of the account per session. 1 session a day, 3 sessions a day, doesn't matter. You're risking 5% per session. The goal is to make and earn 5 to 8% in your account. Either of those two things happen, stop trading. If you lose 5% of your account, your mindset's going to go crazy. You're going to get into a gambler's mindset. We're not here to gamble. We're here to trade, right? We're here to trade. Don't gamble your money away. Don't give your profits back to the market, right? So if you make a certain amount of your money, don't give your profits back to the market. Stop trading for the day. Don't get greedy. Number one cause of failure is greed, guys. Wanting too much. Okay? That's why it's important to have goals. The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Why do some people succeed in life and why do some people do not? Well, it's because of goals. It's because of goals. Evan Cabral. That's why I always suggest to listen to Evan Cabral on his favorited sessions on Go Live, etc., because he talks about traders' mindset all the time. He talks about goals all the time. Making 5% a day, making 5% a week, making 10% a week, whatever it is. Crucial. And then the goal should be to compound 2 trades. Okay. Lose 2 trades, you're done. You win 2 trades, compounded, you're done. Make sense? That way, even if you had a losing day and a winning day, you still come out in profit. Because those 2 compounded trades is going to overtake, it's going to be more than the 2 losing trades, right? So I hope that makes sense. If I take 2 $10 trades, if I take 2 $10 trades and I lose them, that's $20 gone, right? But if I take $10 and turn it into 17, and that 17 gets turned into 28 by compounding my 2 trades, boom, that's a $28 win. I hope that makes sense for everybody. Write it down, rewind the video if you need to. Crypto trading, same as Forex risk, 1 to 3% of your account per trade. and potential increase of 3 to 10%. That's how much crypto moves. Sheesh. PTT is always 0.01 per $500 in your account. Okay. If you try to do more than that and you lose, you're going to get greedy. You're going to start gambling for sure. You're not going to like that loss, right? XRP 0.01 per $100 account is fairly safe. I would even say per $200 in your account, but hey, right? Extra need to knows. Obviously, if we work, right, we got full-time jobs and we got other stuff going on, we got a family, right? Things come up and we're all human, for sure. But for yourself, as much as possible, you want to set some kind of a standard for yourself, right? Tony Robbins talks about this. Tony Robbins talks about this in one of his videos and speeches. Is what kind of standards are you setting for yourself in your life, right? So for me is me not making an extra $1,000 next week? Is that not a standard that I'm setting for myself? Then I'm not really on the right track, am I? I'm not really following the game plan, am I? I'm not setting a standard. Am I going to wake up at 6 a.m. every single day? Is that the standard I'm going to set for myself? Right? What's the standard are you going to set for yourself as to how you're going to perform this year? The NBA, NFL, right? Baseball, whatever. I'm not really into sports and know too many players, but LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, right? Rest in peace. They held themselves to some kind of a standard and said, you know what? Most people practice twice a day. So I'm going to go out there and practice 3 times a day. And that's what they did. 100 free throws, right? Before the actual practice. So having said that, as much as possible, of course, we want to show up to all events. Of course, we want to get on all the trainings. Of course, we want to have high energy. And that's not just, for anybody else but yourself. Money. Bob Proctor says in one of his videos, the science of getting rich that he narrates, right? With Conor McGregor on the front, if you YouTube it. He says, this stuff can't talk, but it can hear. And if you call for it, it'll come. Ask and you shall receive. Yes, it's going to come, but you've got to be on the high level of vibration. And that comes from your why. That comes from your purpose. That comes from the amount of impact that you want to be making, right? The reason why I'm still giving you all this energy right now and not falling asleep, like some of us might be because we're going on so long, is because of the type of impact that I want to be making. It's the kind of money that I want to be making. And the only way somebody makes a certain amount of money is to go out there and make that kind of an impact. Right? Right? So, active in the chats, guys. As much as possible, we want to be active in the chats, guys. We all got lives. We all got stuff going on. I get it. But as much as possible, we do want to be active in the chats. Obviously, that's going to create energy for yourself. That's going to create energy for the entire group and for the people that you've enrolled, right? Which is the whole point. If the people that you enrolled do not see you in the groups, do not see you on calls, do not see you showing up on time, then how do you expect them to do it? How do you expect them to perform, to show up, to want to be here, right? Important materials, IML blueprint. If you need some kind of a mindset shift, if you don't have a planner yet, get yourself a freaking planner and then go watch the IML blueprint by David Amianti. He talks exactly how to go chairman 10, right, within the next 6 months, let's say, even part-time, even doing this part-time. The Art of Edification by Matt Rosa. Why is edification so crucial? If you're on a three-way call with, I'm talking about amongst our sales rate, or I'll talk with Nick, right? If I got a prospect and I'm like, yeah, you got to meet this guy. Man, this guy is great. And I'm trying to talk about Nick. I'm trying to refer to Nick. You think they're going to care about what Nick has to say if he's just a great guy? Probably not. Right? Probably not. So I got to be able to say and get excited. Nick is this incredible leader. He's got our backs when we ask for it, right? He's a great leader. He's like the #1 cryptocurrency trader on our platform. He's an expert. He tells everybody when to buy and knows exactly when to sell our investment. He's one of the top, crypto traders on the platform. He hosts the most incredible trainings. He's a top leader in our platform. He's a multi-millionaire that has helped positively impacted 3,000 other people's lives and helped them make part-time to full-time income. I probably could have said that even a little bit better, but that's the point of edifying the person that I'm going to bring someone on the call with him. Then they're going to say, wow, this guy's done a lot. Wow, this guy, he's made a lot of money. He might know a thing or two about what he's talking about. So they're going to be more inclined as to what they had to say. So if Arvin's like, hey man, I got this guy and I'd like you to get on a call with him and maybe introduce him to some information, right? But then Arvin says, yeah, this guy, I met him on Bumble and he helped me out once or twice. Arvin's prospects probably not going to give a crap about what I have to say, right? So Arvin's got to put a little bit of effort into how he's going to edify myself, right? Even if you got to make it up, no hard feelings, right? Right? But talk me up in such a way that they're going to want to hear what I have to say, right? And that's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. When I first introduced Shazabe to the platform, for example, I didn't let him know about my progress. I didn't let him know about my success. I was still learning. I said, bro, you got to meet Juan. You got to meet my mentor, Juan. He's P2000 in the company. He's making full-time income from home, helping other people learn how to make money. He's a top dog leader. He's shown me everything I need to know up until now to help me become a successful, abundant leader to help other people achieve their dreams and goals too. You got to meet him. He might want to meet him then. And then boom, Shazabe got started. Right? Back in the day. Chairman Bootcamp. If you want more information about social media, chairman mindset, how to build a business, leadership training, all this kind of stuff, Jason Brown has a chairman bootcamp on YouTube. They did a 7-day thing. 7-day thing. Chairman group bootcamp by Jason Brown and Matt Rosa. They did it together. That's where I got a lot of the list information and the why and the goal setting and stuff like that to throw in here, because they had a video called The Launch. So I listened to the launch video and was like, okay, this is the stuff that I need to perfect this launch sheet with. Here we go. Extra materials. Last thing, guys, is extra materials to read and watch. Extra materials to read and watch. It is vital and crucial to listen and focus on personal development for 20 to 30 minutes per day, audio or book. Life happens for you, not to you. Learn from mistakes and the hard times. Do not just go through things, grow through them. Grow through them, right? So I hope that makes sense, family. Okay? We know why this is important, right? You got to build some kind of rhino skin. You got to develop some kind of tough skin that lets people know that you mean what you say. That lets them know that you are certain as to where you're headed. Do you feel me right now? Seriously. Right? I know where I'm headed. I know where I'm going to be next year. I know where I'm going to be at the end of 2021. I'm going to hold myself accountable, and I hope, you know, that we all on here have developed enough of a relationship where you can help hold me accountable too, right? Say, Lee, you're supposed to be on that call. You're supposed to do this. You know, don't be afraid to hold me accountable. I would appreciate that, right? I'm going to do my very best to call you guys every single morning. I'm going to do my very best to hold you guys accountable if you want it, right? If you want it. I'm not going to make you, right? 2021, I'm not making anybody do anything, right? I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best. But just like you can't, you know, you can't make everybody do anything, right? It is what it is. And that kind of, you know, books and audios. I got books and audios. These are the things that people should be listening to every single, as soon as they get enrolled. They should start to be reading Think and Grow Rich or listening to it. They should be starting to read How to Win Friends and Influence People ASAP. Right? They should be starting to read these things. Building an Empire. I forget the author of the book, but Building an Empire. Okay, it's on Network Marketing, and it's the first book that Nick Gomez recommended to me. Have I read it all yet? No, but I've set a goal. For me, I've set a goal to read 2 books a month, which is huge. I'm actually a little bit scared, but goals should be a little bit scary. That's how you grow. That's how you expand, right? I'm making a goal for myself to read 2 books a month. Because if you do not grow, how do you expect other people to grow? How do you expect, right? If you don't grow, you're dying. If you're not growing, you're dying. Okay? Millionaire Success Habits. Ooh, Dean Grass. Do I have that? If I do have it, I haven't read it, but you know, that's probably a great book, right? So it's all right here, guys. If you haven't done these things yet, I strongly recommend getting on these things today, buying these books today, going into debt to do these things today. Audios, Stranger Secret, listening to it every single night. Super, super crucial for reprogramming the brain. Building a Network Business by Jim Rohn. Arvid, you can, not to put you on the spot or anything or call you out, but the great thing about us is that I think we've built a good amount of a relationship where I can say, or I can call you out a little bit and say, hey, bro, remember when you first got started and you didn't listen to all the audios right away? You didn't get on the books right away. And so you were asking me questions about why something wasn't happening, or your mindset wasn't quite there, wasn't quite with it. You weren't understanding why things were happening. You didn't understand why people said certain things or acted a certain way. It was in this Building a Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. It was in that audio. It was in there. That is why. Magic of Thinking Big and Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Trading in the Zone is actually an 8-hour audio on YouTube. Herman says, yes, sir. There are basics to success. Your teachability index. How teachable are you? Okay, how teachable are you? Right? If I'm your mentor, if let's say I'm your mentor, right? You want me to be your mentor, and I would love for you to be my mentee, and I want to help you out. I'm going to take you underneath my wing and say, this is the plan of action. Let's do this, right? How much of that are you going to follow through with for yourself? How much of that are you going to follow through to complete and do to receive the results that you want? Right? What's my teachability index? What information am I getting from Nick, and I'm going to carry out and perform to get the results that I want, etc. Programming your mind is so crucial. We all know that. You listen to negativity, your life's going to be negative. Your emotions going to be negative. You're going to feel like sleeping in. You're going to be feeling depressed. You're going to not want to do a whole lot. It's important to be listening to the right things. So the people that you enroll, that's getting started with how to learn how to make money, how to talk to people, be confident, be certain as to where they're headed, they better be listening to the right things on Instagram. That's why I dialed down my Instagram. I dialed down the number of people I'm following to like 100 and 150 people now. They're all chairmen now. They're all chairmen from the company. They're all top leaders in the company. And then I'm following 20, 30 people here and there to talk to them. They don't want to talk back? Okay, bye. Unfollow, right? If you get back to me next week, great. We'll keep chatting, but I'm not going to follow you back. I got chairmen to listen to. I got lake houses to look at on my Instagram feed. I got Lamborghinis to look on my feed. So crucial, guys. And I would strongly recommend listening to Bob Proctor on our Go Live. Bob Proctor's on our Go Live. And then I got the compensation plan here again. Because we should be able to look at this and say, this is where I'm going to be at this time next year. This is where I'm going to be at 90 days from now. This is where I'm going to be at by this time or by Christmas of 2021. What is that going to look like for you? Right. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for popping on. I'm going to stop recording this now.